the best Christmas movies of all time, I've got like one.
Oh.
I have two. And then the rest, I give or take. I mean, whatever.
Okay.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Mm-hmm. The original one?
I didn't know
The
there
black
was
and white
until-
one or the
yeah.
one in color? Okay.
I didn't know there was a color one.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
With Jim Carrey?
I left that open-ended. I couldn't decide. They're both good.
Okay.
You know, and honestly, when I go back and rewatch The Grinch with Jim Carrey, it's a little forced. Now, I'm going to say something controversial, Josh. School of Rock. If you go back and watch that, it still holds up.
Yeah.
But the really funny lines, like verbal abuse, you can tell that he is saying the line. Jim Carrey is a genius at like just making stuff up, and it's hilarious. I think that with School of Rock, he said these things all like off the cuff, and it was funny. And they're like, "Oh, hey, do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again."
I'm
like, where are the first clips of this? It would have been so much better.
I know exactly what you're saying, and I've heard that that's true. That they would run through lines.
Oh, really?
So that they would run scenes over and over again to the point where none of them thought it was funny anymore, and they were just like, "We're just." You know, because they're working with a bunch of kids, so
I really noticed that this last time that I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a tangent. Then Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman.
And you sounded just like him. Josh's talent is he can like voice act like crazy. So give him some jobs or something. Like it's seriously a good talent.
After this episode, I'm probably gonna need to go get a job. We're gonna get shut down.
Oh, we will. Okay, then we've got Jingle All the Way. These are the top two. Jingle All the Way, great movie where they could make jokes about bombs.
That's exactly what I was not to give my list away, but yes, that's what I was gonna say too.
It was a whole 10-minute scene about him threatening people with a bomb in a building.
He's like,
It's hilarious.
this texture's got a bomb in it. And then the ultimate the payoff of the joke is that it ends up having a bomb in it. He's like, there was actually a bomb in that thing. People are sick. What a great movie.
Hilarious, man. Okay, and then my final one is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, so good. We had a lot of
my clip.
We have a lot of movies in common.
I figured. That's our Christmas tradition, Josh.
There we go. It's a Wonderful Life is number 5 on my list. Do you want to share
right.
why you like It's a Wonderful Life so much?
It's
You're the moon, Mary.
It wasn't popular when it first came out. Did you?
I know. Yeah, I heard about that. It was.
We all saw the same TikTok or something.
Yeah. What was the story that it didn't do super well, but then it was a cheap movie for them to play on TV, so they just played it a lot, and then on TV back in the day, it got popular because of that.
Because so many people watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a thought, and maybe they're right, that it is a socialist movie with socialist agendas.
Oh no.
You know, but here's the thing, Josh. Like,
look, why is it socialist?
Because the people of the community came together with this bank, and they just started paying people out together as a community. So people out there are like, it's socialism. It's like you just want something to talk about. But that's what I'm saying. Socialism. Socialism isn't great, but if you're talking about like my neighbors, you can talk about a socialist community. It's like, okay, if my neighbor was in trouble, we would all come together and start help. No, we'd all come together and start helping them with money if they needed help. So is that socialism? I don't know, I guess. But like, we're good people. It's just like when the government is in charge of all of that, and then they get their hands in it, then it starts to go bad.
Forced altruism. My 4th is A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, why didn't I put that? Thank you. Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about here?
My 3rd is How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
The
original. I like the Grinch movie too, but not enough to put on my list. Number 2, same as you, Jingle All the Way. Back when you could joke about bombs.
I know, man. It's like that.
It's just an all-time hilarious movie. It's an all-time hilarious movie. And then number 1 is A Christmas Story.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Love A Christmas Story. That's a movie that, you know, you bounce in and out of. You see specific scenes. But really, if you watch that movie from beginning to end, it's even funnier than just catching a scene. It's so good. And it really does, like, it's a lot of little vignettes that kind of go together. But if you watch it all together, there are like little threads that like, oh, it's set up in this scene and then it pays off in this scene. It's so funny.
I'll have to watch.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the kind of person who just has watch the different scenes. I don't know if I've ever watched like from start to finish.
You gotta
to be
watch.
honest
You
with
gotta watch it all the way through. I'm gonna try to make sure I watch it this year, because I didn't get to watch it last year.
You know, Josh, my favorite Christmas movie is Arthur's Christmas or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
the hour-long special.
That was one of my Christmas traditions. Before anybody else was awake, I would wake up on the couch at Grandma and Pop-Pop's house on their black leather couch in the front room. I'd be sleeping there alone. And there was a TV there. I'd turn on the TV and Arthur's Christmas was on, and I would watch that every single year.
Wow, that's cool.
And Josh, it was all about Kwanzaa. And
Was it really?
and Hanukkah.
Okay, so about all the different Christmases.
Yeah, and that's when I realized these are different ethnicities. These creatures. Some are black.
Oh.
Some are Jewish.
some aardvarks
white.
are Jewish. Some aardvarks are black. Yeah.
And that was my first epiphany. I had. It's just looking
You're
back.
like, I thought all aardvarks were white.
I just thought that they were aardvarks. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know they had a race. I just thought they were like animals.